you wanted. What now? Indeed.
This is my mother's amulet. It has to be. But why isn't it broken? Where did you find it? Oh, the Arl study? Then he must have found the amulet after I threw it at the wall. And he repaired it and kept it. I don't understand. Why would he do that? I guess you could be right. We never really talked that much. And then the way I left... Thank you. I mean it. I thought I'd lost this to my own stupidity. I'll need to talk to him about this if he recovers from his... When he recovers, that is. I wish I'd had this a long time ago. Did you remember me mentioning it? Wow. Huh. I'm more used to people not really listening when I go on about things. I don't know what to say. I'm honored. Thanks again. this? This is my mother's amulet. Oh, then he must have found the amulet after I threw it at the wall. And he repaired... I'll... Did you remember me mentioning it?
I could do that for you. I've finished. It's done.
do, really.
Defend yourself!
Perhaps we should have a drink since we've stopped.
Indeed. Hello. Speak.
Is there something you need? It is no...
More of these. All right then.
What now? Indeed.
Go away. She won't like you being here. She'll just try to hurt you. I'm always me. But sometimes a scary lady takes over. I feel like I'm sleeping. Well, I guess I'm not.
Oh, the poor lad.
I tried to stop her, but I can't. She said she'd help Father. I didn't think she'd hurt everyone. Honestly, I didn't. She said that was why you were here. I want to help Father too. She knew I did. That's why she came to me. But somebody has to stop her from hurting anyone else. I don't know how much longer she'll be gone for, but she's always watching. She'll just come back again, and then just tell everyone to stay away, especially Mother. I don't want her to see me like this. All right. Please, hurry. All right. She's that. Not me. Scary lady went away, and everyone was fighting. So I ran to my room. Then she made me come here. She wants to be near Father. Because they would take him away. She says as long as Father's here, keep coming for him. People like you, I guess. She wants to hurt you. She likes to hurt people, and it scares me. After Mother put Zhao in, I snuck into his room. I found his books, the ones he wouldn't let me read. I wanted to help Father. I shouldn't have tried, I guess. But Mother was so sad, and the bad started talking in my sleep. I would wake up. I'd have done things I didn't remember. It's all my fault. You should go. She'll come back soon. Will Father be all right?
What now?
Do this, do that.
No! Don't go near him!
Have mercy, he's just a boy. He doesn't deserve this. There must be another option. The Circle must know some spell, or we could bring...
An exorcism will not help him, my lady.
Make her help me. There must be some other way. Don't kill my baby. I'm begging you. Thank you. Thank you. You won't regret this. Connor? Connor, can you hear me? It's Mother.
Mother. It hurts so bad. Oh, it hurts. It's all right, Dad.
Fool woman! If I crushed Father's throat, would you watch? Would you cry? You are pathetic.
No, don't.
I'm sorry I called her Mother. It hurt.
Please. Leave me alone with him. You were right. I know that. I don't intend to take him anywhere. I am his mother. I brought Connor into this world. Let me do what must be done.
Mother, it hurts.
Everything's going to be all right, baby. Just close your eyes for another. It is done. Andraste, have mercy on his soul. I wonder just how long Eamon will survive, now that the demon cannot sustain him. Will I lose my whole family, do you think? Enough. I wish to mourn my son now. Give me that at least.
So it is over. Connor is dead, and the demon gone with him. With its creatures vanquished, the castle is back under our control. I thought I'd never see my brother again.
My son, your nephew, is dead. Do not forget that in your great relief, Tig.
How could I, my lady? Eamon has much to mourn, if he... There is still the matter of Jowan. His poisoning Eamon began this whole mess, yet he lives. I must decide what becomes of him. We will hold him for Eamon to decide his fate. If he doesn't recover, Jowan's fate is sealed. What do you think? Very well. I shall have the mage imprisoned again for now. But our task is not done yet. Whatever the demon did to my brother, it seems to have spared his life, but he remains comatose. We cannot wake him.
The urn. The urn of sacred ashes will save Eamon.
If your business leads you elsewhere, I cannot hold you here. But I hope you want to restore Eamon as much as I.
My husband funded the research of a scholar in Denerim, a brother Genetivi. When Eamon fell ill, I sent the knights to speak to Genetivi. I hoped that he had finally discovered they were unable to locate Genetivi. In desperation, I sent more knights in search of the brother, or some clue of the urn's location.
I have nothing to give you, except, if we are fortunate, my brother and the armies he can muster. But for that, we need the urn. No one else can. Even if I wished to do it myself, I cannot abandon Redcliffe to its own devices. Perhaps you could seek out the brother's home in Denerim and see if any clues remain on his whereabouts. It is the only place to begin the search. I must go to the hall and begin rebuilding.
The castle is restored, but my son is forever lost. You will forgive me if I do not. No, nor shall I. I cannot lose Eamon. Not after losing my son.
It will take years to sort out the castle properly.
Allow me. I could do that for you.
At least working here, we get a roof
And the
over our
boy
heads.
died.
Finished.
You return. Might you have news? Yes, but they are returning slowly. No doubt the war's progress. We've tried more magical heat than I'm. Good luck.
Sire, I have more news. Yes. Well, it seems that the fighting has gone
Enough.
exactly as you...
I would like to know what you intend to accomplish, Father. Should we not be fighting the Darkspawn instead of each other?
The nobility should be brought into line and then the Darkspawn defeated. This is no true blight, Anora. Only Kaelin's vanity demanded it be so.
Beg pardon, sire. But blight or no, we may not have the manpower to face the Darkspawn soon.
Kaelin approached your legions for support, did he not?
Never! Marek and I drove those bastards out! Not roll out the welcome for them now!
We need help, Father. We cannot deal with this crisis alone.
Ferelden will stand on its own! I will lead it through this, Anora. You must have faith in me.
Did you kill Kaelin?
Kaelin's death was his own doing.
Indeed.
Be quick.
Now let's see. Which one first?
finished.
reminds me of that time.
Sire, I have more news. Yes. Well, it seems that the fight has gone
Enough.
exactly as you...
I would like to know what you intend to accomplish, Father. Should we not be fighting the Darkspawn instead of each other?
The nobility should be brought into line and then the Darkspawn defeated. This is no true blight, Anora. Only Kalen's vanity demanded it be so.
Beg pardon, sire. But blight or no, we may not have the manpower to face the Darkspawns.
Then approached your legions for support, did he not?
Never! Marek and I drove those bastards out! Not roll out the welcome for them now!
We need help, Father. We cannot deal with this crisis alone.
Ferelden will stand on its own! I will lead it through this, Anora. You must have faith in me.
Did you kill Kalen?
Kalen's death was his own doing.
Wipe them out quickly.
Yes.
Now let's see.
I wanted to stop for lunch too.
Yes.
Huh.
Going. And I'm off. And I'm off. Going. Yes. And I'm off. All right. Going. And I'm off. Yes. All right. Going. And I'm off. Yes. Going. All right. And I'm off. Right. Going. And I'm off. All right. Going. Going. All right. And yes. All right. I'm off. Going. All right. Going. Yes. And going. All right. Yes. And I'm off. All right. Yes. Going. Yes. Going. And I'm off. Yes. Going. All right. And I'm off. Yes. All right. And I'm off. Going. All right. And I'm off. Yes. Going. All right. And I'm off. Going. All right. Yes. And I'm off. Going. All right. And I'm off. Going. Yes. Going. And I'm off. All right. Going. And I'm off.
Oh, what? I rather thought I would wake up dead, or not wake up at all, as the case may be. But I see you haven't killed me yet. Oh, so you kept on to have a bit of fun, did you? But the purpose behind torture is you interrogate, yes? In that case, despite the potential for fun, perhaps... My name is Zevran. Zev to my friends. I am a member of the Antivan Crows, brought here for the purpose of slaying any surviving Grey Wardens, which I have that, sadly. A rather taciturn fellow in the capital. Logain, I think his name is. Yes, that's it. I have no idea what his issues are with you. The usual, I imagine. Threaten his... On that, no, I am not loyal to him. I was contracted to perform a service. Oh, well, that's between Logain and the Crows, and between the Crows and myself. Isn't that what we're establishing now? I wasn't. If I had succeeded, I would have returned home and the Crows would have informed your Logain of the results, if he didn't already know. If I had failed, I would be dead, or I should be, at least as far as the Crows are concerned. No need to see Logain then. What can I say, huh? I am an eternal optimist. Although the chances of succeeding at this point seem a bit slim, don't they? No, I don't suppose it. I wasn't paid anything. The Crows, however, were paid quite handsome, which does make me about as poor as a chantry mouse, come to think of it. Being an Antivan Crow isn't for the ambitious, to be perfectly honest. Well, aside from a distinct lack of ambition, I suppose it's because I wasn't given much of a choice. But don't let my sad story... Though the whole severance package is garbage, let me tell you. If you're considering joining, I'd really think twice about it. You seem like a bright lad. I'm sure you've other options.
I can tell you that. They are an order of assassins out of Antiva.
Quite right. I'm surprised you haven't heard much of the Crows out here. Back where I come from, we're rather infamous. Oh, fine. Is that what you Fereldans do? Mock your prisoners? Such cruelty. Why not? I wasn't paid for silence. Offered it for sale. Consider it something I'm throwing in for free. As it is, if you're done with the interrogation, I have a proposal for you. Well, here's the thing. I failed to kill you, so my life is forfeit. That's how it works. If you don't kill me, the Crows will. Thing is, I like living. And you obviously are the sort to give the crows paws. So let me serve you instead. Why? Because I am skilled at many things, from fighting to stealth and picking locks. I could also warn you should the Antivan crows attempt something more sophisticated, now that my attempts have failed. I also know a great many jokes. 12 massage techniques, 6 different card games. I do wonderful at parties, no? I think you're royally tough to kill. I'm only hoping that you're stupid. That was a joke. Let me rephrase that. I'm hoping that you're the sort of fellow that takes a chance every now and again. Yes? Ah, well, I suppose fair is indeed fair. What is it to be, then? All I ask is that you don't eat my remains or anything barbaric. I have nightmares about that sort of thing.
Right ahead. Trap right ahead.
What now?
Yes? do that for you. What's next?
Where's the tavern?
What now? It's done. Darkspawn, straight ahead.
By the Maker, we're saved!
You weren't sent by the ban, were you? To save us? The statue outside? Why would... you bought the control rod, didn't you? You came here looking for Shale. My father's name was Wilhelm, mage to the Arls of Redcliffe and a hero in the... One day, my mother found him outside the tower, with so many broken bones she could barely recognize him, and Shale standing over him just like it is now. My father deserved better than that. But if you really want to wake Shale up, well, it's yours now. Look, I know you probably have more important things on your... I know you already saved my life, and I'm grateful. But my daughter is inside the laboratory. She made it past my father's defenses. One of them tried to go after her. He was killed, but... You could find her, couldn't you? How to activate it? We just used the control rod and the code phrase. I wouldn't be surprised. If so, I'll gladly tell you the proper phrase. Just save my little girl, I'm begging you! If you want that bloody golem, then find my little girl! You will? Thank the mate! My father's laboratory is just part...
Yes, I'm still here. Let's get on with it then.
just like you wanted.
What do you mean you've never climbed a tree? Oh, look, someone's come to play. You have come to play, haven't you? We're playing a guessing game. It's better with more people. Father? Oh, you can tell him I'm fine. Anyway, you should go if you're not going to play. Kitty finds you distracting. I can't go. Kitty...
You are so kind, Amalia. I would miss you dearly if you left.
Of course she's a cat.
Talking is simple enough, once you know how.
Oh, bug whistles. You're just no fun. I'm going to...
Nothing you say will convince Amalia to go with you. She loves only me now. I am her friend. It seems we are at an impasse, so let me propose a compromise of sorts. Release me, mortal. Let me have the girl. Let us return to her father and leave this place forever.
No! Kitty!
You will not take the child from me. She shall be mine.
Next to nothing, I'm afraid. Perhaps there is little to know about this place, or I simply have not discovered.
All right.
What happened to her? Is she in there? Why hasn't she come back? Dead. Oh, my poor butterfly. Thank you to activate share. If you bloody would. Now, I guess.
I knew that the day would come when some find the control rod. And not even a mage this time. Probably stumbled across the rod by accident, I suppose. Typical. So it knew what it was doing. Shocking. I watched the wretched little villagers. I have no idea how long, many years.
Oh, you poor dear. That would be really, really boring.
And the villagers had no idea they were being watched. Creepy.
I'm beginning to get used to the quiet, too. Tell me up. Some got away then. How unfortunate. It would think that running and screaming and then days and days of watching the Darkspawn prowl around. I would never have thought there could be anything less interesting than the villagers, but there it was. Then, out with it. What command? Perhaps I may have forgotten after all the years of being called Gollum. Gollum, fetch me that chair. Do be a Gollum and squash that insipid bandit. And let's not forget, Gollum, pick me up. I tire of walking. Control rod. It must. Ice control rod. Me to do.
Hey!
Enough. I feel no compulsion to carry out its command. I suppose this means the rod is broken? Don't be ridiculous. Well, I wouldn't mind killing the birds. Those evil birds and their foul droppings. I could crush them all. I suppose if I can't be commanded, this means it is simply... What should I... Memory is beyond watching this village for so long. What about it? It woke... No? What did it intend to do with me? May I ask what things it gets up for which I could be so potentially useful? It refers to the Darkspawn, the very creatures that destroyed this village. The Darkspawn are an evil that... though not as evil as the birds. Damnable feathered fiends. I suppose I have two options: to go with it or go elsewhere. I do not even know what lies beyond this village. Did I remember that I had a former master? The mage with the furry brows who poked and prodded and barked orders. Did I kill him? I hope I did. Perhaps the last order he barked was, "Gollum, stop crushing my head." Ah! Yes, I'm just funny that way. Yes, very likely. I have no idea. Trust anything else without a control rod. Fair enough. Then I promise not to sit on it accidentally. Sufficient provocation. Good enough? I watch this village so I have no idea what I want to do. I'm glad...
Are you certain you want to bring that thing with us? It could be dangerous and large. Yes, that won't make us conspicuous or anything. Well, whatever.
I will follow it about then. For now. I am called Shale, by the way. This should be interesting.
Blood and damnation.
Indeed.
Yes.
Indeed. Of all the... Indeed. Hmm?
What? You found Flemeth's grimoire? Ever since we discovered the condition of the Mage's Tower, I had wondered if it might be recoverable, but I had yet to speak of it to you. How fortunate that you found it on your own. You have my thanks. I will begin study of the tome immediately. Oh, Well, I don't know. That seems like a steep reward to ask for. You could be right. Let us test the theory. There. Compensation requested and provided. I do not intend to squander this opportunity to learn more than Flemeth wished me to know. This should be interesting. If you must.
What is it?
Yes? Times, perhaps. A world full of people and buildings and things was all very foreign to me. If I wished companionship, I ran with the wolves and flew with the birds. I spoke to trees. For a time, but one can only remain a child for... I recall the first time I crept beyond the edge of the wilds. I did so in animal form, remaining in the shadows and watching these strange townsfolk from afar. I happened upon a noblewoman by her carriage, adorned in sparkling garments the likes of which I had never before seen. I was dazzled. This, to me, seemed what true wealth and beauty must be. I snuck up behind her and stole a hand mirror from the carriage. It was encrusted in gold and crystalline gemstones, and I hugged it to my chest with delight as I sped back to the wilds. Flemeth was furious with me. I was a child and had not yet come into my full power, and to teach me a lesson, Flemeth took the mirror and smashed it upon the ground. I was heartbroken. That is because I learned my lesson well. Beauty and love are fleeting and have no meaning. Survival has meaning. Power has meaning. Without those lessons, I would not be here today, as difficult as they might have been. Sorry? There is no need to feel sorry for me. What? To return to your original question, perhaps my time in the wilds was indeed lonely, but such was how it had to be. I find myself at times wondering what might have become of the girl with the beautiful golden mirror, but such fantasies have no place in...
Oh, that. Merely reflecting on the hopeless nature of the task in front. The most likely outcome is that it and its companions will become a stain on some rock for the Darkspawn to tread upon. I shall be moved to a single tear by the tragedy. I think not. I am made of pure rock, skin to core. At best, I can become a pile of dust, but a smear I will definitely not leave. That's for softer, squishier things like itself and its friends. What's that? Did it hear flapping wings? There may be pigeons nearby. We should be alert.
Yes? Well, here I am. I knew this would come up sooner or later. I don't know how to explain, but I had a dream. In it, there was an impenetrable darkness. It was so dense, so real. And there was a noise, a terrible, ungodly noise. I stood on a peak and watched. I fell, and the darkness drew me in. When I woke, I went to the Chantry's gardens, as I always do. But that day, everyone knew that bush was dead. It was grey and twisted and gnarled, the ugliest. It was as though the Maker stretched out his hand to say, even in the midst of this darkness, there is hope and beauty. Have faith. I suppose you will never understand. No, I know what I know. And no
concentrate, like we practiced. Now, fire!
I sent some dark
I'm taking these apprentices to Redcliffe. The first enchanter says you need every able-bodied mage. They're young, but capable.
Try again.
Yes?
What?
Time for a time award.
Make it What now?
Back again? dangerous. What? Would seem yes? We are hardly alone, so privacy is not an option. It is your question, however. Ask what you will. Let us assume that this imaginary good side exists. What exactly would be the benefit for you to get on it? Perhaps you do. I've a few other words you might try spelling as well. Let me see. I would expect favor to come with a price. Perhaps you would be willing to pay a compliment. Is that too much? I suppose stating the obvious will have to do. Very well, then. You are on my good side. Best watch your step that you don't fall off.
this I could have found back in the village square. What now? Whatever.
What now?
Yes? Interesting. Interesting.
Very nice indeed. Very nice indeed. I'm to keep this, am I? Fine.
Why, thank you so much. Why, thank you so much.
Interesting.
Oh. Let's go. Orzammar lies this way. They make golems in such a place, do they not?
Let kings fight over kings. Trade
May
needs
the
to flow.
ancestors protect us all.
What business would the mighty Grey Wardens have with a man like me? Oh? What was this about? I worried this might happen. I have no choice. Forgive me, Warden, but I cannot go back with you.
Danger.
How am I supposed to live with no crafts to sell? I'll be ruined.
Wait. I go where the work is.
Can I interest you in something? I've got the finest selection of previously owned armor and weapon. Why pay through the nose for new equipment when you can buy it like new for much, much less? Oh, here and there. Look, that's really not important. The
How many other forms can the Swamp Witch become?
Oh, you wish to talk to me? Truly, it's a courtesy for one so well-armed to notice a lowly merchant. Someone has to. Trade with other races can dry up. We, the Assembly, says we...
That's not right. Someone should do something.
Maybe it'll change by the time my children are grown. Twice a year, I'm confined to a trade stall in the Commons, but I see enough. It's very... My grandfather says I've lost my stone sense. I was born topside. I don't remember having. Best of luck to you.
What can I do for you? This ought to be interesting. Such diction. This man is a true scholar and rhetorician. I am honored to be fired by he. Good day.
I hear the Regent is saying that any band that doesn't do what he tells them is... Some folks came in yesterday with crazy stories about Redcliffe. You hear about that?
Greetings, my lord.
They say no one
How
goes
long?
in or out until
Someone
the
get them to tell
assembly
me how long,
speaks.
because this is ridiculous.
King Loghain will not suffer.
Vieta, this land is held in trust for the sovereign dwarven kings. I cannot allow entry at this time.
King Loghain demands the allegiance of the Desher, or lords, or whatever you call them in your assembly. I am his appointed messenger.
I don't care if you're the king's wiper. Orzammar will have none but its own until our throne is settled.
None more important.
More influence.
If no one should.
Orzammar has no king. Endrin Idukan returned to the stone not 3 weeks ago, sick over the loss of his sons. The Assembly has gone through a dozen votes without agreeing on a successor. If it is not settled soon, we risk a civil war.
The Wardens killed King Cailan and nearly doomed Ferelden. They're sworn enemies of King Loghain.
Well, that is the Royal Seal. That means only the Assembly is authorized to address it. Grey Warden, you may pass.
You're letting in a traitor? And a foreigner? In the name of King Loghain, I demand that you execute this stain on the honor of Ferelden. Your bluster won't work on me. I'm a messenger of King Loghain.
Kill each other as you will, but take your sodding fight off my doorstep.
Now
Enemy
let's see
ahead.
this one first.
Watch out.
And I'm
You want to see some of the best previously owned... Come... What?
What now?
You've done me a service. That fool Imrek was barking for a week. Are all humans so touched? You are free to enter Orzammar, Grey Warden. Though I don't know what help you will find.
Trust Vala, Warden. Your arrival is a mixed blessing. Prefer that outsiders
Do you
not
think
witness
there's some
our
miniatures
infighting.
of these in the
But
city?
your presence
I would
will
love
be
to have
tolerated.
some on my mantle. Yes? Vast holes carved from the stone of the mountain, lined with a chiseled marble, soaring ceilings. I have heard of these things and more, but yes? Well, here I am. Of course I do. I love stories far too much to keep them to myself. Everyone should be able to benefit. I know one, told to me by my mother a long time ago. It always... are you sure? Was she the Flemeth of legend? Flemeth, the devourer of men? Flemeth, mother of witches? Flemeth, demon-touched, who dwells... Well, if Flemeth really exists, she would be very, very old indeed. Ferelden mothers scare their daughters with talk of Flemeth. They say that if you're bad, Flemeth will spirit you away and bind you to her forever. They also say that Flemeth mourns her lost beauty and will steal yours through your looking glass if she catches you. Flemeth's beauty was known throughout the land. She had hair like unto a moonless night, skin as pale as winter's first snow, and eyes as beautiful and perilous as the sea. When she came of age, she came to the attention of the Lord of Highever, Conobar, and he took her for his wife. Conobar soon learned that his young bride had the gift of magic. He kept this a secret, for he feared that she would be taken from him. Flemeth was, and with his blessing, and then one day, a young poet named Osen. Flemeth was captive voice, and he by her beauty, and they fell in love. Flemeth longed to be with her true love, and she and Osen, they lived there happily for many a year, till the day Flemeth's heart swelled with pity for the man who once was her, and begged Osen. But when Flemeth and Osen entered Highever, they were captured by Conobar's men, and Osen was slain in front of Flemeth's eyes. Flemeth was imprisoned in the highest tower of the castle, there to await Conobar's judgment on her. Distraught at the loss of her love, Flemeth plotted revenge against her husband. She summoned a fey demon, intending for it to wreak vengeance on Conobar. The demon possessed Flemeth. Turning her into an abomination, the halls of the castle ran red with blood as the last of Flemeth's humanity melted away. And at dawn, she stole back to the wilds to plot. They say she took to her side many chastened men, and with their help begat her daughter witches, who even now prowl the dark places of the Korcari wilds.
They say the Darkspawn have left for the surface.
Now that's a thing of beauty, daughter. If you were caught... May the ancestors protect Branka.
Spare a few bits for an old man.
Do you miss the life you once had, Shelly? These centuries of memories you have lost?
Does it miss being within its mother's womb?
Do I... Well, No, I don't remember that far back.
It is no different. My memory stretches only so far, and what before is now lost.
And you remember nothing at all? Not even a little bit?
There are images, faces who I have no names for.
It is the Assembly who makes a king, and a king who nominates his successor. None of it is carried in the blood.
Or, as now, when someone tries using the Assembly to pull a coup. Who's to say what my father said in his final hours, when the usurper Harrowmont was the only one by his side?
I'll have you thrown in prison. It is the Assembly who makes a king,
Handlers,
and a
separate
king
these
who
dashers in the
nominates
Diamond
his
Quarter.
successor.
I will not have Balin
None of it
fight
is
a
carried
riot.
in the blood.
Not speak that way about the man who should be king!
Did you see that? I cannot believe what this city has come to. This would never have happened when Endrin was alive. Aye. What a terrible burden for a father to have only Balin left of 3 fine sons. In the end, Endrin himself recognized that Balin It was Endrin who ordered his son away from his deathbed and embraced Lord Harrowmont as his heir. He is a good man and a skilled general. King Endrin trusted him with his life, and I will do no less. Everybody knows he killed his brother Trian and let his father's favorite son take the blame. And many question whether Endrin died abed, as we were told, or whether Balin helped. Only as a potential match for one of his sons. He was a good king, stern and fair and... I am Narav Helmi, 3rd daughter of the 2nd matron. And you, stranger? What brings you to Orzammar at a Grey Warden? That explains why they allowed you past the gates. What kind of aid do you mean? A blight? Now? But our warriors are killing each other in the streets. I'm sorry, stranger. I fear there will be no aid for you. If you seek Lord Harrowmont's support...
One day, the Paragon Branca will return.
Is it true the Darkspawn are attacking
What
the surface?
happens if the Assembly never...
The great Paragon Branca will never return.
Excuse me, do you have a moment?
Yes?
I knew I should have stuck to common nugs. I've gone and lost them too. I'll never find them.
Common nugs? I don't like those. They look dirty.
No way I'm going back to that supplier in Dust Town. Guess I'm shutting it down. Gotta boil them before roasting, but otherwise no, safe as sand. Some people swear they make good pets. May as well. Good on you, stranger. Only need one to turn this around. Go on, I'm out of the nug game. Got nothing to sell. Gotta boil them before roasting.
You look like you're not from around here. Oh, wonderful. I've been trying forever to find someone who really knows the surface. I don't suppose you've heard of something called the Circle? I've been trying to reach someone there for years. I've sent missives with every caravan, but I never get a... I want to know if they would accept me for study.
No dwarf has ever studied at the Circle of Magi. I guess you never read First Enchanter Caitlin's treatise concerning dwarfs. He tested dwarfs from 20 bloodlines and found they couldn't perform any level of spell casting, regardless of lyrium. The Circle speculates that lyrium in the stone shields us from spiritual influences, and over time made us immune to them. I want to go to this.
I assure you that desire will depart the moment you arrive.
I don't want to do magic. No dwarf can cast spells, but I don't see why I shouldn't study it. It would be a valuable exchange. Orzammar would learn of one, and the Circle gains direct access to our knowledge of lyrium smithing. What do you mean? Oh, you're looking... My father's shop refines lyrium for smithing. If you help me, I'm sure I could get you some. That would be wonderful. My name is Dagna, daughter of Janar of the Smithcast. Tell them I've already begun reading the Tevinter Imperium's Verticum Kadab, and it's just fascinating. Did you know the Imperial Magister Lords... What?
She's enthusiastic and adorable. I'm glad we're helping her.
Oh, I'll go pack my bags right now. I'll be waiting by my father's shop.
I don't think so.
Big.
Ancestor. I'm sorry. Did you have an offering for the end? Although, I can't imagine your ancestors reside in the stone. My name is Vilda, widow of Turok of the Smith caste. I pray here every day for my... I only wish I knew whether I should be asking for his safe return or for the ancestors to accept his soul. It was 5 years ago. He was only a youngster. He joined a Deep Roads excursion, the only smith to go with the warriors to repair their arms. He was so proud, but he got separated somehow. When they came home, he wasn't with them. The Deep Roads are where Darkspawn come from. I lost my husband to them. If I lost my son the same way... You're asking what I would pay for your services? I have little money.
You can't demand payment. Don't be cruel.
No, the Deep Roads are dangerous. If I had anything of worth... But wait, I saved his shield. The masterpiece my husband Smith. I was saving it for Ruck's return. If someone were to find my son or his body, they can have the shield with my blessing. How? There is no way except to brave the Deep Roads yourself. Warden, so you could do it. Only wardens face the Deep Roads without a company backing them. Oh, thank you. Please, find me as soon as you return.
Want to think from what magic substance a cave-dwelling people would create their...
Maker's blessing on you, brother. Ah, it's a great pleasure to meet a fellow believer. I'm Brother Burkle of the Red Cliff Chantry.
Even in the very bowels of the earth, we hear no end of this chant.
And that is something to rejoice in, good sister. I'm petitioning to open a chantry in Orzammar. The Shaper it controls changes. I need the Shaper of Memory's permission to open a prayer meeting. Oh, I'd hoped you'd say that. I can see the Maker's hand on your shoulder, guiding you always.
If this chantry could help just one person as much as it helped me, it's worth any trouble.
Please, let me know as soon as you've heard anything.
Did you see that?
Topsiders? Good. Get some outside gold in here. Calm people down. The more cracks in the old way, the better. That's what Balin stands for. Can't find ore without splitting some stone. The Assembly has done us a favor. They've shown just how loose the sand is under our feet.
But not these days.
I once drank a thimble of dwarven ale, woke up a week later in
I'll miss
Jada,
it,
wearing
Cassandra.
nothing but my shoes and a towel.
Bottom. Just take a table. I'll be right with you.
Get away! You'll change like the rest. Monsters hidden in all my friends. There's things older than Darkspawn. See? I found copies. All from this. Take them. I want out. I won't disappear chasing a lie. I won't.
Ale is open to everything with a slow roll.
I mean, it's how the ancestors...
I will.
Lord Dennick Helmy, honored Desher of the Orzammar Assembly, and terrible disappointment to my... You understand what I'm saying, right? On the surface, there are no castes, and it works fine. Am I right, Warden? You don't... I heard there was a Grey Warden in town. No offense, but you kind of stand out. Very good. I guess someone already told you I was... Or did they leave off at Greatish? You know, most smiths and tavern keeps would... Orzammar are so mired in tradition, no one bothers asking if the casts are even necessary. Me and 79 other fine, upstanding examples of how someone who's born into every... They're not fond of my views on equality. I doubt either candidate has been outside the Diamond Quarter in his life. But Lord Harem, Prince Balin's brilliant, I'll give him that. Badly. Oh, then the warriors and all the craftsmen. At the bottom, your caste is determined by that of your same-sex parent. And that's where you stay your whole life, whatever your skill. As you wish.
I'm coming! Hold on! Like an ale's 3 silvers a tumbler.
Atrust Vala, stranger. You must be the Grey Warden I'm Cora, your hostess. How may I serve you? With 52 types of ale, 17 types of mead, and a dozen imported wines, we should be able to serve your needs. What do you have? I have an award-winning honey mead. Surface Family ships it down here every month. Only 1.5 silvers a mug. 1 honey mead coming right up. I hear you spoke to Lord Harrowmont. He's a good man. Puts Orzamar's needs above his own. Well, I have other customers to see too. If you need anything else, just call me over. Did you need something else, Warden? With 52 types of ale, 17 types... Someone's feeling generous. A round of Valentis Red for everyone! This, my friend, is the Paragon of Ales. The best your money can buy. Enjoy.
I'm guessing you haven't left yet. I'll be waiting.
Welcome to Jannar Family Art. I must say, you look like our type of people. Looking for a new set of mail? At Jannar's, we have everything from leather to platinum. Has she been bothering you? It's a whiff of surface stink, and she's like a cave tick. Won't let go. Do you even know what that means? If Dagna goes to the surface, she forfeits her caste. She'll never be able to marry or work in Orzammar again. Dwarves don't do magic. Dagna knows that. It's just that... Please, if you see her, send her back. Please, don't encourage